We had the Denver Nuggets pulling off one of the wildest victories of the season, capping a 25-4 run over the game's final 6 minutes and change there with a 40-foot, some want to call it 39, I'm rounding up, 40-foot banked-in buzzer beater from Jokic to stun the Warriors 130-127. I mean, if you got the clip, JD, just roll that bad boy in because holy crap, what a shot here to win the game in Golden State.
I like the rounding up to 40. I, too, rounded up. I thought that was the right thing to do. I've never seen Jokic happier. I swear.
Great point.
He won a championship and he was
won
way
the
less happy.
finals. Yeah. When he won the finals, he just wanted to get off the floor, wanted to go see his horses. Here, he was so pumped.
Yeah.
You don't often see a buzzer beater. You know, usually it's game winner, seconds left. This one was walking off right in front of Steve Kerr. If you're scripting the Warriors, drama of the Warriors ending, you're going to see that shot. I'm sure go fade to black and white. But it could go the other way. If you're cutting the Warriors coming back, you cut that, and then Draymond Green comes back into the picture. I don't know.
The smash of the glass like Stone Cold, yeah.
Maybe, perhaps. Anyway, what Kerr chose to do was go after Jokic one-on-one, never doubled him, and Jokic just showed he's an MVP. And everybody is talking about others in the MVP conversation because Jokic was having an incredible season. Then he kind of cooled off. He had those couple terrible shooting nights, was worst in his NBA career. This one, he was 13 of 16. The guy is 49 of 54 in his last 5. He is hot. He's just one of the best. You don't double him. And that's what happened with that last run, which was a wild run. The Nuggets are just too big. That's why Aaron Gordon had such a great game. We probably won't even talk about his 30 points
he was amazing.
all that much. But
I want to.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He got them there, I thought. He was a big part of it.
Yeah, that was just an MVP shot from Jokic. I think he celebrated so much because they didn't have to play overtime. Like, hey, 5 free minutes. But, man, that was just incredible that he got the shot off. And basically, Malone called it. He's like, just take a couple of dribbles and launch it. Great play. Great call. I also love to see what Jokic said post-game. Considering what we just talked about on the show yesterday, is it harder to hit a game-winning 3 or make 3 free throws at the line? Jokic afterwards said, I think those shots are the easiest shots to take. You don't have any other option.
Yeah.
I'm just chucking it. And he did, and it went in. Bank job Jones. I loved to see that. And yeah, Aaron Gordon, I thought, Jokic gets the game ball. That was an MVP moment, but if you're given another game ball, it's got to be Aaron Gordon. 15 points in the fourth quarter, and he was in the right place every single time. He had a big corner 3. He had a couple of offensive rebounds. He kept going to the free throw line. He had that back cut when he got the alley-oop. That was great stuff. And then on the other side, Peyton Watson and KCP were all over the Warriors' wings. And that's why they couldn't score. They couldn't get a shot. They couldn't get a shot inside 10 feet in the last 6 minutes. Yeah. Maybe Kuminga would have helped. That was a wild thing from Steve Kerr. Kuminga absolutely cooking. Gets pulled. Didn't play the last 20 minutes. Wiggins, I think, should have been out there. He did help them build this lead, but I'm looking at Klay Thompson. I'm looking at Chris Paul and saying, could you give us something in the fourth quarter? Literally anything, defense, offense. There was nothing from either of those two guys, and I don't know. Warriors keep blowing leads like this.
18-point lead. They're also playing the prevent offense, I think, every single possession.
Oh, God,
yes,
yeah.
They are. Why were they trying to kill the clock? It was just a weird move. And it ended with Curry turning it over there to try and find Wiggins in the corner, which gave Jokic the opportunity to hit the game winner. And obviously he did from 40 feet away. It wasn't a 39er. As fun as it is to say 40, it was 39, but who cares? Did he mean to bank it?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He was just shooting it.
Basically, Chuck asked him right after the game, and he was like, I'm just happy it went in. Yeah, no, and like that's what he's, I think, speaking to of like, I love those shots. No one expects it to go in.
Exactly.
I mean, like, hoisting it from basically half court after 3 dribbles. Looney played him really well. He right up on him. He didn't give him a ton of room, and he just banks it home. You're right, though. Aaron Gordon, 30 points, huge. Jamal Murray had 25, too. I thought he was setting up a lot of those 3-point shots as they got back in this game to either, Aaron Gordon in the corner or be it Michael Porter Jr. before he came out because Watson then hit one. A lot of that was created off of that 2-man action that Jamal Murray and Jokic have perfected. And then he intercepted that Curry pass, and I thought, he tricked Curry a little bit there because it looked like he was going to flash up top. I think he was expecting Curry to maybe look to the corner there and, picked it. Then they had the weird thing like, oh, is there a timeout called? Oh, crap, we're not advancing it. But in the end, Jokic hits a miraculous 40-footer. Like you said it. I mean, I don't want to gloss over it. The guy's missed 5 shots. 5 shots over his last 4 games. That's crazy. I mean, that's Wilt Chamberlain like shit right there. Like I assume he's the only one to have that many shot attempts to also shoot around, 80, 90%. I bet Wilt did it a couple times in his career, but what a game to, again, cap off an incredible night on TNT. I know we'll get to Giannis versus Wemby in a second.
Yeah, Jokic has seemingly gone back to sort of the Jokic of the last few years in the regular season. I thought the last few games, the last couple of weeks, why he's sort of slowed down. He's just not shooting as much, is what it comes down to. While at the beginning of the season, he just looked like playoffs Jokic. And his PR numbers, his crazy numbers, started to slow down a little bit. He had those bad shooting nights. But he was so efficient in this one. And there's no one who likes to play more with Nikola Jokic than Aaron Gordon. He's just so perfect with him. It reminded me of the finals when these two dudes were just too big for the Miami Heat. And Aaron Gordon had that 6-dunk first quarter of Game 1, and then he led his team in Game 4 when they went up 3-1 with 27 points. He was doing it. It was awesome for him. Obviously, the dog bite ain't bothering him. He was just playing off of Jokic perfectly. And obviously, it's hard. It's easy to kill the Warriors for sure at this point. But they almost won. And
they should have won.
They should have won.
Though.
They did not.
They blew a huge lead at home again, and they keep blowing 20-point leads.
Yeah, no, this could be the toughest moment for them. Absolutely. I just think a lot of them are doing good stuff out there. They've lost to the Nuggets 6 straight times, which is ugly stuff. But the Kuminga thing was weird. He was great in this game. He ran his third quarter stint to start the third quarter, and then he sat the rest of the game. I guess Steve Kerr was trying to get more out of Andrew Wiggins to make him look like the guy that helped him win the championship. He's now moved to the bench for the first time in his freaking career. And I guess Wiggins, he was playing well, but Kuminga was playing awesome. He was 5 of 7. He got to the free throw line 7 times, the most of any Golden State Warrior in this game. So he was just... It was weird that you didn't go to him. The Kerr stuck with Wiggins, I thought.
Yeah, the only good thing for the Warriors is that the Lakers are struggling right now, and the Suns are not doing all that well, and they're hanging around those two teams in the standings. They're 16-18, Golden State is now. They are currently slotted 11th in the Western Conference. But man, holy crap, blowing these huge leads, and every game they play in, at least every win they've picked up this year, it's in a clutch situation. I mean, every game is close. There are no easy ones with this team. Sort of reminiscent of, was it the Miami Heat last year that were in a million clutch games as well? So maybe that's another blessing in disguise. Yeah, the Mavericks as well. So, they just every game is a clutch situation. Though it shouldn't have been leading like they did and looking incredible in the third quarter. That was the Warriors of old. It was the third quarter Warriors, man. They're humming along here. Yeah. But yeah, the Kuminga part is perplexing, man. Playing well.
Steve Kerr is unfortunately still living in 2022.
I
guess 2021, when Clay was great, when Wiggins was dominant, and when Chris Paul still had it. So Kuminga's got to play more. 16 points in 19 minutes, and he puts so much pressure on the rim, which really, really helps the Warriors because Looney's not going to score inside, and Looney is looking quite old at this point in his career. So like I said, I didn't mind Wiggins being out there. I think they needed his size, but I thought Clay most likely is the one who should have came off.
Yeah, it's this is the time with Draymond Green apparently coming back very soon, and he's going to be at the Warriors practice facility and playing, practicing and all that. Yeah, it's on Kerr to make some decisions. It is strange that he continuously goes with those vets he's trying to get back there, although he's given Podziemski the run and all that. This is the time for them to change it up. He is playing Trace Jackson Davis a lot, who's a little undersized like his papa, Dale Davis, out there. But he was trying out there. But Kuminga was the guy. Even on the first possession, offensively, Jonathan Kuminga was adjusting his arm sleeve and was still able to throw down a huge dunk. He was just chilling, but then he threw down a huge dunk. He was that good. Came down to the wire, and I was surprised that Michael Porter Jr. was sitting and Peyton Watson was out there, but that guy's probably been there.
He was hooping.
First best bencher. He's their 6th best player, I think, this year. He's been so good. I was wondering, being at the NBA Finals and watching him dunk in pregame and in practice, this guy's good. I wonder if he's going to be good Finally he's here. He's here taking his Jeff Green role.
Yeah, they expected it. That was the plan with some of those guys moving on in Bruce Brown and obviously, Jeff Green, like you said. Like, they were hoping that he would slot in there. They thought, Christian Brown might, take another step too, but it's really been Watson. Two final stats on this game. Opta Stats I saw tweeted that Jokic is just the second player in the last 10 seasons to hit a game-tying basket and a game-winning buzzer beater in the final 30 seconds of a game. The other was LeBron James in overtime against the Wolves back in 2018. I don't really remember that game.
Oh, that was a great game. That was the one where he didn't celebrate with Isaiah Thomas and he got traded the next day.
That was that one.
LeBron and Jimmy Butler trading buckets.
There you go. Okay. Butler on the Wolves. And then final stat, the Nuggets, man. 17-5 when Jamal Murray plays. 8-6 when he's not out there. This has sort of been the running theme for this team for years now. Again, they're just unstoppable. Jokic, Jamal Murray, 1-2. Then you get these other guys contributing, and it's like, good luck. Denver's 25-11. They're a half game behind Minnesota for the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. It almost feels like they've been coasting at times this season. And that's what a defending champ can do. And they sort of are, and that's scary for the rest of the league, I guess is my point. Any other thoughts on Jokic's crazy game winner?
Not specifically on Jokic's game winner, but there were a couple of Steph things I liked in this game. At one point in the third quarter, he stumbled while he was dribbling. He was being guarded by Michael Porter Jr., and he did a curly kneel, dribbling while he was still on the ground, picks it up, and somehow hit a 20-footer. That was awesome. He also had a drive where he was going left, flicked it back with his right, put it on the rim so soft, and the call from Brian Anderson was, he tossed it up on the green like a saucy little 9-iron. Holy moly.
It's a great call. Curry's a golfer,
saucy.
too. Yeah,
that was nice.
I thought he was saying grill at first, like a saucy little sausage maybe or something. But yeah.
Saucy little 9-iron.
9-iron.
Oh, man. But he went ice cold. He went ice cold down the stretch.
Couldn't make a layup.
No. He was so frustrated, even the one where he got to the free throw line.
Fouled.
He's like, how did that not go in? I hit that all the time. Yeah, and there was great defense from the perimeter players there on the Nuggets, like you said, TK.
Yeah, and that's why it just looks like it's falling apart for the Warriors at times because of stuff like that. Like, he's too good to let stuff like that happen, and all these huge leads. So this coming couple weeks, this is going to be interesting with Draymond Green coming back and who he's going to start. And he started Kevon Looney in this one for the first time in a while because he wanted to go back to trying to guard Jokic one-on-one. But Jokic always kills Looney. He always kills everybody because he's that damn good.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun 5 weeks here, like you said, leading up to the trade deadline, because the Warriors, they still think, and when you have Curry, you should still be thinking that you're a championship contender. Obviously, the Lakers with LeBron and AD, and then the Suns with their guys and trying to figure out with their big three and getting them playing. You got to go here now. You got to start at least climbing up the rankings a little bit. People will push back on that, say, why? Look what the Heat did getting into the play-in. Look what the Lakers did getting into the play-in. True, but will you make moves, either of those three teams, to try and help your team get the right balance going? Or is it just in terms of who you're playing, especially when it comes to Kerr and stuff like that?